The kingdom of Nyanga, a land of rolling green hills, vast rivers, and towering acacia trees, was once ruled by the great King Zuberi. Under his reign, the people prospered, and the land flourished. But as the years passed, a shadow loomed over the throne. The king had no known heir. His only child, a son, had disappeared as a baby, lost in a storm that wrecked the royal boat on the great river. The grief-stricken king had searched for years, but no trace of the child was ever found. With the king growing old, the council of elders feared the kingdom would fall into chaos without a successor. The scheming Prince Jabari, the king's nephew, saw an opportunity to claim the throne for himself. He convinced the council that only he could rule, and with their support, he began preparing to seize power. But deep in the heart of the kingdom, in a small fishing village, a young man named Kito was about to discover a truth that would change everything. Kito had grown up as an orphan, raised by a humble fisherman named Zuberi. The old man had always told him he was special, but Kito had never believed it. He was just an ordinary boy until one fateful night, as Kito helped Baraka repair their fishing nets under the moonlight. The old man sighed deeply. "It is time you know the truth," he said. "You are not just a fisherman's son, you are the lost prince of Nyanga." Kito laughed, thinking it was an old man's tale, but Baraka revealed a piece of cloth wrapped in a golden pendant at the royal crest of Nyanga, the same pendant King Zuberi had gifted his son before the storm took him away. The truth hit Kito like a crashing wave. He was the king's lost son, the rightful heir to the throne. But before he could process it, shadows moved in the dark. Soldiers had been watching. Jabari had long suspected that the lost prince might still be alive. His spies had finally found him. Kito and Baraka barely escaped the village as soldiers burned down their home. They fled into the dense forests, where the towering trees whispered ancient secrets. With the help of Asha, a fearless warrior and member of the royal guard still loyal to the true king, they set out for the capital. Through rivers and treacherous valleys, Kito trained under Asha's guidance. He learned the ways of the sword, the history of his ancestors, and the duty of a true ruler. But doubt gnawed at him. How could he, a simple fisherman, be a king? As they neared the kingdom, a vision came to him in his sleep. A great lion, Nyanga's sacred symbol, stood before him. "A king is not born from blood, but from the heart," the lion's deep voice echoed. Kito woke with newfound determination. In the capital, Jabari had declared himself ruler. The people were forced into submission, and those who opposed him were imprisoned. King Zuberi, now frail and sick, was held captive in his own palace. Kito, Asha, and their growing band of loyalists launched their attack during the night. The city's people, seeing the return of their rightful heir, rose up against the false king. Jabari, furious, faced Kito in the great hall, where the spirits of past rulers seemed to watch. "You are nothing but a peasant," he sneered. Kito stood firm. "I am Kito Zuberi, son of the true king, and I have come to reclaim my throne." With swift skill, Kito overpowered Jabari, disarming him. The people chanted his name as the council of elders acknowledged him as the rightful king. As the sun rose over Nyanga, Kito knelt before his father, placing the royal pendant in his frail hands. King Zuberi, with tears in his eyes, whispered, "My son, you have returned." The kingdom rejoiced. The lost prince was forgotten no more. And so, the tale of the Forgotten Heir was told for generations, a story of destiny, courage, and the power of truth.